Welcome everyone to my coaching tip for today. Back out in the garden, so you'll hear some external noises, but we'll do our best. Beautiful day again. It's ever since the lockdown, the weather's been fantastic for golf for the last 4 weeks, so that says it all. A bit later with the video today, we've been for our walk, Amy and I. Down near here there's a small river and some fields we went through, another new place we found. For those birders of you, nice kingfisher down there this morning. Some grey wagtails and lots of black caps. So yeah, lots of bird sound around. Fact of the day, or quiz of the day, which I'll give you the answer a bit later. We all use the current golf ball, which is now uniform around the world, which is 1.68 inches wide. What was the size of the English golf ball, as it was called years ago? And when was the 1.68 ball, or as we used to call it, the American ball, phased into tournaments in the UK and around the world? So I'll answer that question a little bit later. The raffles have been supported really well, so thank you to everyone who's contacted me to enter either the coaching package or the shot credit, or both. The newsletter has gone out, but we had a little issue with the server, so if you experience problems receiving it, my team are working on it down in, believe it or not, South Africa. Well, I say my team, the company I use. And as soon as they've sorted the problem out, then I'll resend it out again. So I'm sorry if you haven't received it already. We talked yesterday in the garage about the transition, the first part of the downswing to get into impact. And I mentioned that there's a couple of exercises that we can use to help with that. So just without the club at the moment, I've put 2 sticks in the ground here. And when we're at the golf club, of course, we use the video and we use the drawing tools to explain this, but this is something you can do in the garden. It's better if you do this and have a reflection in front of you, like a mirror or a window or something, so you can see your movement. But here I am sort of adopting my posture equally between these 2 uprights, so there's a gap between each thigh and each stick. So my weight is even on both feet. As I go into the backswing, I want the weight to move into my right side within a rotation. So it's not a sway, it's within a rotation. The left leg is pulled across in a very passive way. There's nothing balletic about it. And I feel there's the sort of pressure on the inside of the right foot. So then as I go through, the first move is the hips go forward. So I'm reducing this gap here between my left thigh and this stick. And as I go forward, and then I want the hips to turn so that they get out of the way to release the club. So then doing that with the golf club. Again, you can just do this in slow motion. So I'm going to stop at the top of the backswing. Okay, again, I've loaded up into the right side. So the first movement on the way down is the hips move forward. That pulls the hands and arms down into the hitting area. As I come through into impact, the left hip clears out of the way to be able to release the club. So what we don't want to see on the way down is we don't want to see the hips spinning backwards, because this gap will obviously increase. And we don't want the hips to move too laterally, because then obviously you would knock the stick over. So just one last time. So top of the backswing, we're loaded up. As we come into the downswing, the hips move forward and turn. So here's the impact position, the left side is braced and we're clearing. So we've got a 35-40 degree hip turn, hip rotation at impact, which gives us lots of room to deliver the hands and arms and club head into the ball. So it's something you can easily do at home. Back to the golf ball question. When I started golf in 1974, which is a long time ago, we used the original ball, which is 1.62 inches wide. Doesn't sound much difference, but when you hold them, I don't have one of the original ones now, of course. You know, they are quite different when you look at them. And the first time it was used in the UK in a professional tournament, the American ball, was the 1974 British Open. Before that, people like Nicholas and Palmer used to come over and play in the Open before that date, came over and actually used the British ball, because it actually went a bit further, particularly into the wind. So that's when it first was played in the UK, but actually there wasn't complete parity between the USGA and the RNA until 1990, which surprised me. I thought it was much sooner than that. And now, of course, the whole world has to use the 1.68 ball in competitions. Funny enough, this year, a new ball has come out, which is called the Callaway Magnum, which we sell loads of, and it's 1.72, which again doesn't sound much difference, but it looks, again, considerably bigger than the normal ball. And it just sits up on the fairway in the rough, and it's just easier, I think, for the short games. If you've never tried it, it's really popular, and we're back playing golf again. It's worth just having a sleeve of them and seeing if you like them. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you again. If you like the video, please subscribe and tick the box as usual. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Keep well and keep safe, and all the best. Bye-bye.